Well, hello! The holidays are finally over and we have a lot of catching up to do because a lot has happened since we posted last. We kind of took a little bit of a break during the holidays just because it's a really busy time for our family because we have 6 birthdays / anniversaries. If you can hear my dog drinking water, sorry about that. But we have 6 weddings / anniversaries in between November 2nd and January 3rd. So all of that also in between Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's, all of that. So it's really chaotic, and then it's also really busy for our businesses during that time. Here's Arlo, who also needs an update, a pup date, because he's so big. You guys, I can't even literally believe it. He's so big. He has all of his shots now, so he's 16 weeks, and he is 34 pounds now. So he gained, hi buddy, he gained like 8 pounds in between his 12 week and 16 week vet appointments, which is just crazy. Yeah, anyway, so it's a really busy time for us, and so we took a little bit of a break. We had a really good Christmas. We spent it with my family because Austin's family lives in Texas and they weren't able to come down this year, so we spent it with my family, which was good. It was uneventful, which sometimes is all you can ask for with holidays like that. We spent Christmas Eve at our new house, which was kind of fun. Felt very like we were adults, and then we spent a Christmas morning at my parents' house, which was really fun too. We decorated our house, which I think I have actually some footage of. It was really fun. It was our first time decorating a place that was like big and that was like totally ours. So we lived in apartments and the van, obviously, which was always fun to decorate, but it was just something about having a house and like a fireplace that you can put your stockings over and stuff, and that was really fun. And Arlo was very interested in the tree, as you would expect. He actually was more interested in the tree skirt than anything else, which I think is kind of funny. He like keeps pulling it out. He even does now. It's still up. It's only January 5th or something, so we'll take it down eventually, but I like Christmas, so I like to leave it up as long as possible, personally. So my birthday is January 2nd, so I have a lot of celebrating that I get to do for Christmas and my birthday, which is really fun. And all of my presents combined, well, not all of them, but some of them combined, created this awesome exercise loft that I'll show you because it is so awesome. So we've lived in this house now for 2 months. It's our 2nd month, and we absolutely love it, except for these freaking stairs. We have both fallen down these stairs multiple times, and because they're carpeted and they're really shallow, I don't understand it, but it is so annoying. So now every time we're walking down, we're like death gripping the rails. It's annoying. But anyways, here's the loft. Isn't it fun? So I got a treadmill for my birthday from my parents in Austin. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. And then I got my weights and stuff that I've had. And then my sister and her husband got me this. So it's all of my race bibs and my medals. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I'm missing a few of them. I'll have to dig them up out of all my stuff. But isn't that just the funnest thing? So it has already been useful because sometimes it's too dark to run outside or too cold or something. So I've already done a few runs and walks inside. Arlo is very interested in this camera. So it's been super nice. And I also have been reading a new series. And so I've been walking and reading at the same time, which is really nice to do. Okay, I gotta stand up because Arlo is too interested in that. I'm reading, it's called A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's pretty popular on TikTok, which is how I originally heard about it. And then 2 of my friends from my running group already read it and they said it was really good. So I was like, okay, this is my sign. So I bought the book on January 1st when I talked to my friends about it. And I'm already on the 3rd book. So I read like 2.5 books in like 4 days. So I was busy with that, but they're really good. That's a testament if you are interested in it. It's like a fantasy romance novel. It's a little bit spicy, so it's definitely make sure it's age appropriate for you, but I love a good fantasy novel, so I was hooked right away. Here's Arlo too. Look how big he is. Can you sit? Sit down. Good boy. Isn't he big? I can't even believe it. We are coming up on our 1-year anniversary for After Hours, which is so exciting. I literally can't even believe it. There were some days when we thought this day would never come just because of how overwhelming it all was. But we made it. It's next week, next Wednesday. So we're having like a party on that Friday night because there'll be more people out and stuff. But so a year of After Hours, and we've been experiencing some serious burnout from it because we opened 3 businesses in 1 year. So we were just like crazy go, 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 like a high adrenaline. There was high stakes. It was just like super chaotic for an entire year is what it felt like. Or like really for 10 months. And so the last 2 months, things have really started to slow down a bit, which I think has been so good for us because we've been able to rest and take a step back, and we have really great employees everywhere and great managers, which has been such a blessing. But also it's allowed us to kind of like our bodies to like really relax. And it's like, you know, that thing where people get sick on their honeymoons a lot, like it's very common because they're so go, go, go for like planning the wedding, and then they finally relax when they're on their honeymoon. So they get sick, like their body just is like tense that whole time, and so when they relax they get sick. Well, that's kind of how we're feeling, but when we're relaxing we're like becoming unmotivated and really tired, like extreme fatigue and a lack of motivation. So we have tried to figure out what to do. We kind of gave ourselves the holiday season to like just be okay with that and like sit with it and know that that's normal probably, and be okay with it. But now that the holidays are over, we are trying to kind of get back in gear, and we have been trying some new techniques. So I've used Google Calendar for a while now, like maybe a couple months, but I have really taken it seriously for this a week. I have planned out every hour. I'll show you, but I got the idea because one of my friends, actually she was a bartender for us, and then she just left a few months ago because she started law school, which is super exciting. But she showed me her Google Calendar, and it's like every hour is full of a slot of like something to do, because she said it's just best if she does it that way because she has so much she has to do. And so I was like, maybe I should try that. And because I think that's kind of how my brain works, is like organization is like super important to me, and I work well under those conditions. So I am going to give that a try. So let me show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see, but so it's very full. I have all of I basically wrote out everything I have to do in a week or like throughout the month or whatever in notes, and then I assigned a slot in my week for all of those things. So all of my workouts are in there. I have a few days where I have like slots for big picture tasks, so things that aren't as like time pressing, but that still should be done and that need to be done. So on Sundays I have it scheduled that I like will go in and plan what I'm going to work on during those specific hours. Yeah, so we're gonna give it a try. If you have any good scheduling tips for entrepreneurs, let me know. Something else that is kind of funny that happened over the holidays is I got really into making my own bread, because when we went to Europe I watched there we go, I watched this like mini documentary about how terrible the bread in the United States is, because bread, or I think it's not just the United States, but it's primarily United States, because bread is made out of 4 ingredients: water, flour, yeast, and salt. I think that's right. I made it just yesterday, but I think that's right. 4 ingredients, but when you buy bread from the store, it has like 16, 17, 20 ingredients. So and it doesn't need that, and it's super easy to make. So I have been attempting to make my own bread, and I'm getting pretty good at it. I am good at like loaves style bread. I haven't done like sandwich bread yet, but here, let me show you. See, look, doesn't that look good? It's super tasty, and again, it's super easy to make. It's more just like a little time consuming, but my next feat that I want to do, or like my next thing that I want to attempt, is making bagels and oat milk. So stay tuned for that if I decide to try that. My mom accidentally bought a cheesecloth one time. Don't know how that was an accident, but she accidentally bought one of these, and so she gave it to me. I haven't used it yet, but I've always wanted to make my own milk, so we'll try. Well, we decided to have a little dinner date because we have not had much alone time since the beginning of the holiday season because we've been so busy. So we have like, when we're either out doing something with other people or we're home exhausted because we have been with people the whole time. So we are gonna go grab a drink.
And then we're gonna go get some dinner.
dinner.
This road we're about to pull on, I saw a police chase on this morning.
Yeah, tell me about that. I never even heard about it.
There was a F-150, and I was coming home, and the guy was flying, and I was like, that's weird. And then 3 cop cars were chasing him, and there's a stoplight right here. The stoplight was red, and the guy like jumped into oncoming traffic, so into my lane, and like flew through the light. And then as soon as the cops turned their lights off because it's unsafe to chase that. But it was so interesting.
We're going to the distillery that our business partner owns, and also Austin's sister Kimmy bartends at, so that's kind of fun. It's always nice to drink at our own place because it's free.
Best to drink at our own place
because it's free, but it's always nice to drink where you don't feel like you have to work when you're there. Although I will say that a couple times we've gone into the distillery and we know all the bartenders, and so we've actually helped like do dishes and stuff when they've been busy, but we don't have to.
Jenna's got this banging outfit going on. Look great. All white. Bold move. It's even after Labor Day.
Because I always get like, look, this is just from a second ago from the car.
Yeah.
It's not a good move.
Right after I literally was like, don't run into the car. And then she ran into the car.